Okay. So we have one up. I don't know how to do this. Okay. So guys, we are on a different like a different software tonight. So it's actually going to be a slight delay. So if you ask me something and it seems like it's taking me a while to answer, it's because there's a slight delay. We're using the Stream Elements is running. We're using some different software. I think we're going to be kind of doing things a little different. Just testing some other stuff out. So let me go live on my other platforms. Then send out my notifications real fast. Yeah, like I've been messing with this all day. And then I think it's an audio delay because there's another piece I ordered that didn't come yet, and we just gonna have to kind of run that on the next broadcast. Hey Keisha, Alicia, Joyce, Kim, Toya. I was ready to say I see everybody talking about Toya. Toya, I hope everything is cool, Queen. Definitely have you in our prayers. And I'm glad that you're still able to join us. But even still, when you catch the replay, definitely just reach out if you need anything. Let me know. Again, tonight, guys, we're still talking about email lists. And that's what I've been talking about pretty much all month. All month, not month. All month, because a lot of you guys, I found out in talking to you guys, a lot of you guys don't have no email list, no system, no nothing. You guys still sliding in DMs, and I get it, because I still slide in DMs too when I have to. But that's really not the way that I'm trying to run my business. That's not the way I really generate high amounts of income. So I want you guys to let me know. Kim, Elisa, you guys tell me if you can hear me, because I don't know. I'm on a whole new system, and I don't really know how it's working. It feels a little weird, honestly. So we got like the little chat box going on, and I think it tells you guys. Okay, awesome, cool. I don't know. So tonight we testing some stuff. So if it don't work out, hear that I said we testing it out. But I hope it worked, because it seemed like it do some pretty good stuff. Let me test one of these things real fast. Hold on. Let me test something. No, it didn't work. No, it didn't work. All right, never mind. I had to test it anyway. So Shirley says, I think I'm think of coming to Atlanta January from England. Whoa! Will you be on the road doing shows and classes then? No, Shirley, I actually will not. So we are not going on the road I won't say anymore, but we definitely will not be going on the road in 2023. All of our classes will actually be in Atlanta, and we have 3 scheduled for January. That's here in Atlanta. So no, we won't be going anywhere in 2023 for any kind of Drape tours, right? So guys, a couple things I am going to ask you guys to do. We're going to have a conversation, all that good stuff. Let me turn my comments on over here. Oh, I wasn't even on live over here. Let me turn my comments on over on Facebook and see what those guys got. Okay, cool. So I got my comments on over there. Okay. So guys, first I want to thank you guys for joining me tonight. I may have some new followers on the broadcast. I got quite a bit of new people in my group, and I kind of shouted them out early and told them all, come here. Come here tonight, because this is where we're going to be, right? This is where we're going to be. I asked a question in my group about, who ain't really making money from their email list, or need to make money from their email list, or need to learn how to make money from their email list. And quite a few of those guys said me. So a lot of those guys I told to come and join the live as well, because I'm going to tell you guys, I make 85% of my income from my email list. I swear to goodness. I swear to beans. I make 85% of my income from my email list. It's not from no ads. It's not from no DMs. It's not from promoting. It's not from any of that. It's just from simply talking to and nurturing my email list. It's just that simple. But how it got started was really realistically for me, it was on Facebook, right? Because I got quite a presence on Facebook because I wasn't, and I'm still not doing very well on other platforms like the IG and the TikTok. I get it. Like people over there making millions of dollars, but your girl ain't yet. She generated hers from Facebook. So it's pretty much what I want to talk to you guys about. What I want to talk to you guys, I didn't know I wasn't over here on Facebook, y'all. Sorry. That's what I want to talk to you guys about tonight, is because a lot of you guys, y'all on Facebook, right? Or y'all on Instagram, y'all on all these platforms, but it's really not generating the kind of money that you want it to generate. And at the end of the day, who got time? Like, I don't even like social media, guys, because it's too time consuming, and then it's very, very easy to get sucked into it's just easy to get sucked into it. And before you know it, guess what? Your entire day is gone. It's gone. So I'm not too super crazy about social media. But my email list, like, I hold near and dear to my heart. For one, if those guys shut down the platform one day or something happened, I can still talk to my people. I can still promote what I need to promote. If I want to provide some value and a really cool tip, I still can do that. You can't do that on those social media platforms, right? Or you get in jail, or you get what they call it. They was just talking about it earlier today. What is it called? Shadow ban. Like, all this stuff is able to happen, right? So I'm cool with it, but it's not my primary source of what I'm doing. So for you guys, I want to ask real quick, who is in the audience? I want to find out how you guys, like, what is your main, as far as promoting, what is your mainstream? Like, what is it? Social media? So many of you guys say a lot of referrals. I get it. Referrals are amazing, but I don't want to base the success of my business on who's going to refer me or not. I really don't. I want that to be another source of, right? Another source of ways I'm able to advertise, or ways I'm able to attract new clients. But I solely don't want it to be in the hands of somebody else. Like, if they happen to promote my business, if they happen to mention, right? It's a little... Okay, so Latasha says social media. Specifically, Latasha, tell me where. For me, it's social media. Out of all of the platforms, mine is Facebook. Facebook and me, we do really well. I want to go to the other ones like IG, but, there's too many rules over there. There's too many rules. So you guys over here on YouTube land, where are you guys, like, primarily? Where your business, where your customers coming from? Are they coming from word of mouth? Are you doing guerrilla marketing, like you on the feet or hitting the pavement running? Or you have campaigns set up? You got email lists? Like, where is it coming from? I'm curious to know, for one, who I'm talking to. Like, how are you guys making money? Sunshine says you on break. I'm glad you could make it, Sunshine. I'm glad you could make it. I'm glad you thought of us on your break. I'm glad you are. You did. Okay. So it's unfortunate because YouTube is going to be laggy because I'm using that different system. Yeah. Word of mouth. Okay. Kimberly Perkins say word of mouth. Okay. Cool. Word of mouth. How else are you guys technically, like, generating your new clients? And email list is great for retaining your old clients. I asked a young lady earlier today because she was into, I just don't remember who it was, but saying she was interested in it. And it was brought, it was just interesting because some people that have, like, more or less, like, products or whatever, and they're not looking for, it's like a one and done. I have this one young lady. Hopefully she make it tonight. Her name is Suzanne. Hopefully she make it tonight. I told her to come. Someone whose business model is like that, where it's like a one and done, you're not looking for your clients to come back. Cool. That's more of a customer. Like, they're buying and they're out the door. Like, it's a one-stop shop. You go in, I buy some nail laters. I'm 9 times out of 10 not going to come back. However, I'm not talking to those guys. I'm talking to people that want to build a client base, want to build a loyal client base that's going to consistently buy for them. Just because somebody has a wedding doesn't mean once the wedding is over, is no way that they can come to you again. Like, these guys have weddings, and sometimes, especially if it's a millennial couple, 9 times out of 10 after the wedding, somebody got pregnant. Somebody got pregnant. Or if it's an older couple, maybe you're serving older couples, guess what? They may have grandkids on the way. They're going to have retirement parties. Like, there's so many other opportunities to put your business at the front of mind at the end of the day. And that is pretty much what I talk about. Because anything I do, like, especially if it's products, even if it's my services, a lot of people don't understand how you can tie it into services. But if it's my products or my services, I want my people to come back. Even if they go on my site and buy a sweater. When they think of a black sweater, I want them to think of Grand Posture, right? If they are coming to, let's just say they went to one of my classes, but they run into a hiccup, right? When they run into a hiccup, I want them to think about the Posh Academy. I don't never want it to be a one and done. All right, we good. You on your way. I'm on my way. Not right now. I don't know. It could transition later on. I don't know. But right now, that is not the case. So I'm always looking for ways to retain my customer base. I'm looking for ways for them to, one, come with me, get with me, stay with me, continuously come back, right? That for me, that is what, even up to today, that is what helped my business grow to where it is. It's not a lot of new people coming to my business. Even if they are new people coming to my business every day, they're not the ones signing up for $1,900 classes. They're not the ones signing up for $5,000 coaching programs. It's not them, right? 9 times out of 10 is someone that bought my lower tier products. It's like, oh, okay, I like this. This is cool. Let me go to this next product. And then they went to the next product. And that is the whole point of retention and retaining these guys to come back and kind of stay with you, right? Oh, wait a minute. I have IG and TikTok, but we still praying for God to work that out. I hear that. I love it. On Marketplace. Okay. So, Latasha, I'm curious about that. So, for what you provide, is people really looking? Because I advertised on Marketplace, like back then when I was providing those kind of services, and I don't know. My experience wasn't that great. They were the people that were running into, which is why I stopped. That's where I ran into a lot of, how much you charge? How much is this? I'm like, hold on, pause. That ain't how I even want to start this conversation off. But we'll hold on. That happened to me a lot with Marketplace, right? It happened a lot with Marketplace. So I don't know. I'm curious to see what your experience is like over there. Oh yeah. Now, baby, Latasha, I didn't realize Marketplace is the place for hair. I only know because that's like Kayla's first go-to, right? I no longer do hair. Every time that girl needs her hair done, first place she goes is to Marketplace. I would have thought something like Instagram or, where you could kind of see their stuff. But they'll go to Marketplace, get the people, and then go to their Instagram to kind of, to see what they actually do. Latasha. I knew it. I knew I wasn't crazy. Latasha say only people shopping for deals when it comes to events. I knew I wasn't crazy. I said, okay, so normally, but look at the actual platform, that area. It's a marketplace. So people are looking for deals. They're looking for bargains. I know I ain't going to Marketplace and looking for a $10,000 package or a $5,000 package. Or even, let's just say, even furniture. I'm not going to Marketplace looking for a $2,000 painting, right? I'm looking to get the $2,000 painting for the hookup. So it's a different mindset for people that's going to Marketplace. That's in my opinion. And that's even with my own experience. That's whatever I experienced advertising my business on there. That's even what I've experienced getting rid of inventory on there, like selling stuff, as well as when I'm on there looking myself. I'm looking for the bargain, baby, because if I want to pay $2,000 for that, I might as well go to the store. I'm just saying. I know I cannot be by myself, so don't judge me. Don't judge me. Hey, Tanya. All right, guys, so let's get into it. The main thing I'm going to talk to you guys about tonight is how to build your list from stuff like this, from a live stream, from Instagram, from a Facebook group, from different sources that is bottom line is it's free, right? A lot of people think they got to run this ad or run these monetary campaigns, and that's a good way to do it. I'm not gonna lie, because even when I run ads, it grows really, really fast. But it's still ways to do it organically through these kind of channels, right? So that's really what I wanted to talk to you guys about tonight, because for one, a lot of y'all are in these groups. I ain't gonna lie, y'all in these groups, but you are in the groups to more or less, well, from what I see, the groups I see, you're in the groups more or less to share your work or vent or get some feedback or learn where to get this and learn where to get that. And I'm just want to know, and I'm curious. Y'all tell me, y'all talk to me now. I'm curious. Y'all tell me, because that's where I birthed a lot of things I do. As active as you are in these groups to get information, are you that active in these groups to advertise what you do to actually acquire new leads? I know I am. Baby, it's a part of my everyday strategy. I know I am. So I'm just curious. You guys tell me in the comments, as far as how you are in these groups, why are you there? Other than what I said. If it's something I said, I already know. Yes, Deirdre, yes you do. I'm in the game. I've been in the game too. I'm trying to tell you, Natasha, yes. So they just say all the above. So when you say all the above, are you in not the same groups, because your customers or clients would not be in those groups. Are you in other groups where you can particularly find clients, grow a list, get some conversions, some good leads, anything like that? Let me go back over here. Hey, Joyce. That's key. Like we spend, my whole thing, if y'all know me, those that do know that almost anything I do has to be tied to a goal. If I go live, I already got a goal set while I'm going live, right? If I do a broadcast or I run a campaign, whatever it is, if I make a post, I already got a goal and why I'm creating this post. I already know what I want the post to do, how I want the post to make people feel, and what I need the people to do, and as a result of reading or coming in contact with that post. I'm in groups that gain clients, but my clients don't normally come from there. Well, you got to help me out, Latasha. You're in a group that gain clients, but my clients don't normally come from there. Oh, wait a minute. Okay. So, I don't think it matters where the majority of your clients come from, right? The point is, are you active or doing anything in these groups that generate money? Period. The whole key here is generating income. Because it's stuff you're going to do anyway, right? It's like the same thing. The reason why I opened up a travel business. Why wouldn't I? I travel like crazy, right? Like, why would I not make money off of me traveling? Same reason why. Oh, it's that light. I was wondering what light that was. That was super. Wait a minute, y'all. That light too light. That light too bright. Sheesh. There we go. That girl ain't had no color in her face. Okay, there we go. But yeah, it's as far as, you know, why you guys are in these groups or whatever it is a big thing about being in there and just active, and then being in there and actually adding to your income, period. Anything I do, it needs to make money. Why? Because it can make money. So if I'm going to do it anyway, why not make no money from it? That's all I'm saying. Why not make no money from it in the process? Now, I'm going to be flipping from screens, guys. So, like, y'all got to bear with me. I'm going to be over here talking to my YouTube peeps. And then, where'd it go? Talking to my Facebook peeps. There we go. All right. All right, here's YouTube, and here is Facebook. Okay, on the money. No, none of my groups make me money. Okay, Kimberly, so one thing I want to ask, are you in the right groups? Now, I know, like, groups that we may have in common, groups that we're in those groups for totally different, well, I would be in it for a totally different reason, because those groups have my prospects, right? They have my prospects. But for you, like doing these elaborate events and things like that, are you in groups where your potential clients would be? Because believe it or not, it's groups out there with a ton of brides. They don't know what to do, where to get this, and they asking a bunch of questions, right? I had one training where I broke down verbatim exactly how to go in the group and find your prospects and advertise what you do. I do this almost every day, guys. And I do it in a way that's still respectful to the group. You never want to jump in the group and say, hey, here I is. This is what I do. Hey, come get this. Latasha, guess what? Baby, it's 8 billion people a day on Facebook. I didn't say in general. I said 8 billion people a day. So trust and believe your prospects or your potential clients are in some sort of forum, some sort of group, because point is, whatever it is that you provide, they don't have the answer to, because if they did, they would not be looking for you. So somewhere where people are getting their information, and it's your job to find out, right? Just so happened for me is a lot of groups, and I know for I know this industry, so I know that you guys have a lot of potential clientele in groups, or even on Instagram, right? So I'm gonna go into it, because that's the night what I want to talk to you guys about. So first of all, if I have anybody on this live that's new, like I told you, it was going to be a couple of new people. If I have anybody that's new, you guys drop down in the comments a one that don't do a one, because I'll say a one so many times when y'all catch the replay. So I do respond to my replay people. I be like, why you drop that one? So I want you to write the word new, then I'll clearly know what it was. Like, okay, this individual is new. And then I can come in and we could get acquainted, right? So if you're new on any of these broadcasts, whether you're on the YouTube land or if you're over here on Facebook, I want you to put new in the comments. That way I know who you are and I can get identified with what you do. What? Wait a minute. I only follow you in the drapery business. I am in a lot of balloon groups, but you really keep it real on how to challenge yourself by judging or correcting what we are doing wrong. I love when you ask for us to put in our favorite backdrop, and you gave it. And you want to know what? This was so funny, because I was ready to bring that back, because now I'm ready to kind of shut Partially Like Biz down, like my weekly thing, and I'm only going to be broadcasting to those that's in the membership, because those guys deserve it. I was wanted to bring that back. I think I am, because I'm like, I see a lot of y'all posting a lot of great stuff, right? A lot of great stuff, and I want to showcase it. So stand by, Deirdre. I think I'm bringing that back. Okay, wait a minute. Okay, so Vanna, most of the mom groups or town groups around me, the administrators have a deal with some companies and kind of promote those the most for real for themselves. I get that, and guess what, Savannah? That is very true. However, everybody, one thing we must realize is that the universe is huge. Everybody, for some way or another, has a need, right? Most of the people, look at me. Let's just take the Porsche Academy, for example, right? The Porsche Academy was birthed because when I got into this thing, there were no resources, or that was very minimal, right? I was kind of forced to go to the bigger institutions because wasn't nobody really doing it that I could learn from to the degree I wanted to learn. So I was kind of forced. I didn't really like it too much because I was just starting out. I was broke. Let's just keep it real. I was broke. And it took me a long time to make that decision. Like, all right, I'm going to go. But the Porsche Academy was birthed because I felt the need that was in the industry, and I feel the need. So a lot of you guys, when you run around and say, this is not happening, that is not happening, it's around. You just ain't find it. Because most successful people, that's how they become so successful. That's how they grow so fast. That's how I grew so fast. I just found the need, and I feel the need. So a lot of people, when you guys are running to this thing, like, I can't find this, I can't find that, you got to look a little deeper, baby, because it is a whole community of people struggling with the solution you have. I'm trying to tell you. So a whole community, people sign up to my stuff every day, right? And it's on autopilot because I've created a solution to a whole broad audience that's dealing with this thing and don't know how to get started, don't know what to get, don't know what to do this. And all I did was create a value around it. So now I've created the attraction magnet for them to come to me. I no longer got to go out there looking like, where you at? Oh my God. Right? So the people are out there. It's just whatever your strategy is and for finding them is not working. So even with the Facebook groups, right? I can't even remember what the training was that I had. But I don't even do events anymore. But I was able to craft out and train on a direct strategy on what groups to go to. I was able to craft out exactly how to get the information, because a lot of us don't have the information. We too focused on what we do. We too focused on the features and the benefits, and I can do this and I can do that. At the end of the day, nobody really cares. They want to hear that you can solve whatever problem they're struggling with, right? They don't care that you can build a 10-tier cake in 1 hour. They don't care. That ain't impressive to them. Right? So it's really about being clear and defined on your solution, and then finding the people, right, that need that solution. And they're out there. Did I not say earlier that it's 8 billion? That's like one of Kanye dollars just floating around on Facebook every day. I had to put that in there because he's trending, y'all. I had to put that in there. What I'm trying to say is there are so many people. You just got to be clear and defined on how you're going to find the people that need you, the people that need what you have, right? Hey, Deborah, why I just knew you was coming tonight. I knew it. So guys, like Keisha said, money is not coming to her. When money does not come to you, because if you really understand the universe and understand manifestation and understand how you are supposed to live in abundance, 9 times out of 10 is somewhere there's a broken link. There is a broken link, and you have to find out what that broken link is. Now, when it relates to your business, it could be your offer, could be maybe nobody just don't want it, right? It also could be your messaging. Maybe you're not saying the things that make somebody feel real fuzzy inside. They ain't super crazy about it, right? It could be your branding. Perception is everything, right? Perception is everything. When someone sees you, they sees your work, they sees your business model, your websites, all that stuff, they already know how much they're willing to pay you, period, if they're willing to hire you at all. So for me, this was where how it worked. Okay, what that mean? Something just happened, y'all. I told y'all we doing something new. I just don't know what happened. Oh, somebody just subscribed. Hello. So, guys, we got this new thing, and it tells me when somebody subscribed. It tells me when somebody put on a super chat or all this stuff. Because I have members, right? And I was like, I told y'all may think I'm playing. This is my season to nurture the people that has been with me, right? So the only thing we're figuring out right now, I don't need no new people. If you guys help me reach where I'm at today, now this is where I figure out how we give back. So this little new tool right here is how we, it alerts me and let me know when things is happening. So I didn't see the name. I didn't see the name. But I'm learning, y'all. Y'all got to bear with me. I'm learning. But I like it. I really like it. So we're going to start doing like some giveaways, like when people do things while I'm live. All I'm trying to tell you guys, if you ain't been around Posh Academy long, or if you don't plan on staying around, then that's your loss. Because we about to do some super fun stuff, because y'all know I like having fun. And now I'm learning these new little things, and I'm learning these new little things, and I get excited. I heard the chime. I don't know if y'all heard it, but I heard it. Miss P, hey Ladybug, who is that? Tell me who you are. Funny you say that, because I've been trying to figure out that broken link. Joyce, I'm trying to tell you. Oh, that's what I was saying. Y'all know I forget what I be saying too. So the main thing with that, I know, because I struggled with this like maybe my first year in business, right? I was like, I don't know why I keep getting these $500, $600. Sometimes, I ain't gonna lie, y'all, sometimes $300 for a backdrop. Like, why am I keep getting these? And I was just in it to win it, right? I wasn't clear on so many things. And even though when I first got in, I was trying, I wanted the cute logo and the cute graphics. So I was learning. But guys, when I look at my stuff, like, because I still got it. When I look at my stuff from back then, I say, no, nothing. That don't say nothing premium. That screams nothing premium. That screams you went in there and did it by yourself. So you are attracting the people that got the same mindset. Because you being cheap, and I'm not talking about y'all, I'm talking about me. I'm talking about me. I was being cheap, so of course, naturally, I was attracting the same people. And now that she's still a little frugal, I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie. But when it comes to business moves or something that's going to help me grow, I'm quick to spend that dollar. And which is why I was able to attract people that do the same, that has the same actions, right? Whereas before, I was attracting the same broke people. Like we in two peas in a pod. Two beans in the bucket. I'm trying to tell you. That has so much to do with it. Hey, Simeon. Wait a minute, I feel like I said that wrong. Simone. Sunshine, I'm going to bring it back. I actually was going to make a post in the group today, but I've been kind of posting a lot in the group today, so I ain't wanted to get it overshadowed. So we probably post it tomorrow, but I swear to goodness, I was going to post that in the group today. I really was. So I'm going to bring it back. Oh, Latasha. Oh, my God. Wait a minute. It's not worth my time. Savannah, I get it. Simone. Oh, wow. Yeah, I totally messed that up. I got you, Simone. I got you. All right. So, guys, let's get into it. So, Joyce, main thing is, what I would do, one thing, cause I can't just leave it there like that. One tip that I can easily give you, I would find some kind of accountability somewhere. I would be so open to some criticism, and I don't want it to be Cousin Bam Bam. I don't want it to be Aunt Sarah. I don't want it to be Daughter Nikki. It got to be somebody who's going to tell you the hard, honest truth about whatever it is that you're not so sure about. Have somebody look at your website, right? Do a quick audit. I had an audit about my website, guys, like the one I built. My little feelings was hurt. They went through my thing, and I'm thinking it's all like, I spent like 38, 39 hours on it, right? I'm like, oh yeah, they ain't gonna have nothing to say. Man, they picked my little website apart. They picked it apart. And now, even though I think I could do websites okay, I ain't got time. I got my website person, I got my graphics person, and I will still dibble and dabble with my graphics because it's addictive. I like doing them. I do. But I ain't got time. I ain't got time. They pick my little stuff apart. I say, no, you didn't. And it's kind of hard because they're going through it, right? Like on the screen while you're looking. And they're like, this don't make sense. And I was like, oh my God. But sometimes you have to have that, right? Like you should be open to that kind of feedback and to that kind of criticism because it's only going to help you as the business owner. If you really is serious about taking your business to the next level. I went through so many different coaches or like so many different coaches that I didn't have no clarity because I wanted to do all the things, right? I did. I ain't gonna lie. Or like, branding experts that was like, well, Precious, you don't know if you wanted it clean and simple or elegant and I didn't. I wanted both. I wanted both. So but you got to be open to that kind of feedback to find out what is the missing link, what is the missing hole. Why are like people with these big budgets or even a medium budget, why are they not coming to you, right? Like what is happening? So that's the first thing. Anybody that's dealing with that, be open, get some feedback, right? We even in my membership, that's what we do. I'll pop up something real quick. Like just yesterday. Was it yesterday? I don't know. But like between this week and last week, I had some ladies in my program and we were creating freebies. And they were able to get like live criticism from their freebie. And it was stuff that they probably would have never thought about to fix. And not saying I'm the expert, but I know when something look good. And I know when something run across my screen, if I'm be like, oh yeah, I need that. And I know if I'm gonna look at something like, they put that together. They put that together. That ain't gonna work. Right? So it's like you have to be open to receiving criticism. A lot of us are not. Reason number one, because we are emotionally tied to these daggone businesses. This is our baby. This is all the things. Like, man, this is just another stream. It could be your primary stream, whatever the case may be. But this is your meal ticket to wherever the heck you're trying to go. So you should be trying to position it in the best light possible. And if that means getting some eyeballs or somebody that don't really, not necessarily care, but don't care about your feelings, get them eyeballs on what you got going on so you can get the truth. That's all I'm going to say. Get them eyeballs on what you got going on. So do y'all picking up what I'm putting down? Put me a pick up in the comments. I can't do the numbers because I ask so many questions. I'll be like, what they talking about? But if you write pick up, I know that you picking up what I'm putting down. All right, so we're gonna go into it, right? So I told you guys we're trying a new streaming software. I do have a whole new audio, video and audio system. But guys, I spent 2 hours trying to test this thing to find out one of the pieces didn't come yet. So I'm excited to use our new software. I mean, our new equipment, because it's going to be like super crisp and just look good and not be no delays. Thank you, Joy. Thank you, Tanya. Thank you, Alicia. Thank you, Mary. I love y'all. I love y'all. I love y'all. And tonight, guys, as a reminder, if you came in late, we're going to talk about list building from your live streams and possibly Instagram. That just pretty much means the same way I am here going live. One of the goals attached to this live is to build my list. I am not going to lie to y'all. So if you feel as if I got something you could possibly benefit from, the link over here on YouTube is already pinned to the top, meaning hit that one link and you'll see all my stuff, right? If you need a guide, bam, there you go. If you need something about some classes, if you need equipment, hit that one link. Because normally I come up here and you guys asking for links and I'm like, hold on. And then I get the link wrong. I say, I ain't doing that tonight. I ain't doing that tonight. But at the end of the day, guys, one of I'm not gonna say my highest, but one of my big revenue builders is live stream. And guys, I do not go live that often. Normally for Partial Late Night Biz, I'll do it every Wednesday, or like I'll now go live in my group once a month, or I am not going live a lot all day, every day like some people do. However, going live is one of my biggest conversion tools because I'm able to get people to where I need them to go, which is off the freaking platform. Don't slide in my DMs. I'm too busy. You need me. You need to get into one of these tools I got, which is my CRM, or email me or something like that, right? So my goal, one of my goals is always to get them off of the platform and into somewhere where I can converse with them whenever I want to. Period. I can't have the platforms in charge of when people gonna see my post or if they gonna see my post, because that's pretty much how it operates, right? And like I said earlier, Facebook alone. I'm gonna say Facebook a lot because that was my highest. That's why I do really well on Facebook. And Facebook, like I said, 8 billion people every day. Every day, right? And then let's just look at it though. I did the little Facebook Reels, right? I don't know how all these people getting all this money. I don't know what they doing. But baby, I get my little $2. I think I get like $2 a week. There's no way I could equate $2 a week compared to an email list that, let's just say, generate maybe $15,000 to $20,000 a week. Like it's no way. So where would I spend most of my attention? Am I going to spend it on Facebook doing some reels? Or am I going to spend it nurturing my email list? Quite naturally, I'll be in my email list, right? So the whole point is social media is a great place to get new people. It's a great place to convert new people. But your main goal should be to get them off of the platform. So many people doing business in DMs, and I get it. But those of you that's talking about you want your customers to come back, what you gonna do? Go and find a post from a year ago, or go and find a DM from a year ago and start up another conversation? You can. I mean, some people do that. I'm not gonna lie. Some people do. However, it's so much more easy when you have an email list in place, right? So the whole point, I want you guys, I know a lot of people deal with, not being comfortable with live broadcasts and not being comfortable to do the stories. And I get it. But baby, I wasn't comfortable a couple years either. I was broke. Did that make sense? I'm just saying, I may want broke. But compared to today, I was broke. All because I was too scared to show up, right? Oh my God, my wig ain't right. They gonna talk about, my twos and my do's because I'm from Baltimore. I don't care. They can talk about it all you want today. Guess what? I'm a two and do all the way to the bank. Period. I'm trying to tell you. So at the end of the day, one of my goals is for you guys to get out of your comfort zone, right? Get out of your comfort zone. I'm gonna give you a couple tips for creating some Facebook Lives, right? That's really going to attract your prospects, and that really should be your goal. I get it. Some people do it for entertainment, and I do entertainment too, but guess who I'm talking to? I'm talking to my ideal client. I'm not talking to Cousin Bam Bam and them, because Cousin Bam Bam and them don't support me. Even if I'm doing something funny, or I'm doing something off the cuff that has nothing really to do with my actual service offer. It has everything to do with my actual ideal client. It's either I'm doing something they want to do, or I'm doing something they enjoy, or I'm doing something that simply put a smile on their face because I know they had a hell of a day. And they are more likely the ones that's going to like it, heart it, share it, whatever it is, right? So it's like my content is intentionally developed for people I want to serve and people I want to attract to what I have going on. Because at the end of the day, they out there. Like I said, you just got to get intentional about who you are attracting. And one thing, it was funny because we had this conversation a couple of weeks ago, and y'all know how social media is. I mean, social media is the big attention grabber. Everybody jump on attention, and jump on social media and got this pick me, pick me, pick me, and looking for attention for various different reasons. Reason is your own. I get it. But how about being on and utilizing these same free tools for retention, right? Because the same people that you jumping on there looking for new people, guess what? Your old people there too. So how about really being intentional about those guys so you can retain them and keep them? I'm just saying, it's just that easy. It's so much easier to make money from someone that already bought from you as opposed to somebody don't know you, don't know if they like you, and they sure don't trust you. That's all I'm saying. I'm just saying, pick up. I'm just trying to tell you. All right, Sunshine, you know how to be here. Catch the replay tomorrow. Tell me you caught it. If you got any questions, put it right here in the comments because you know I'm actually going to respond to it. Constructive criticism is how you grow. It definitely is. And we have to get out of our feelings. We do. And we have to be open and, we don't have to take heed to everything that people say, but at least be open to how they're receiving your brand, right? Because you may think it's popping. Oh, yeah, I'm popping over here. Boo. And they like, if you don't sit down. They may not say it like that, but I'm just saying, you got to be able to take back that constructive criticism. I swear to God, y'all got me cracking up. All right, so the tips I want to give you guys of getting out of your comfort zone is going to be, and I don't care if you're doing Facebook or whatever platform, at the end of the day, these are 6 tips that's going to help you get from behind watching anybody else, like me, cut up, act the fool, and you get on the bandwagon and do the same thing and convert people into actual clients, right? First thing you want to do, and I never used to do this before, but now I see that I do it. It actually helps my videos and things that I have on, whether it's on Facebook or wherever it is, no matter where it is, it helps. First thing is write a compelling title, right? You want to create a title or what your broadcast is. If you're going live, you want to create something that people is going to be like, I wonder what that's about. Instead of, some people in the title give it all away. And I'm like, I don't even need to show up because I already know what you want to talk about. Right? It's like, I can't even end this call. That's scary. I don't know. But you really want to make an interesting title where it kind of piques their interest to where they actually get on your broadcast. So many people are scared to go live or do things like that because like, nope, who's going to show up? Well, you won't know unless you go. I like that. You won't know unless you go. I like that. But at the end of the day, like people that's fearful of going live for whatever their own things they're dealing with, like I didn't enjoy going live before because guys, soon you hear me talk, you know I'm from Baltimore. I am. That accent ain't going nowhere no time soon. No time soon. And for one, they used to get on my nerves. Also for two, you would know I'm from the hood. That ain't going nowhere no time soon. It has been with me for all of my life, right? But that along with the ums and the smacking, that's me. I've been doing it for 42 years. Why am I going to stop now? Because I'm on Facebook Live. I ain't going to be able to do it. It ain't going to be that easy. This thing going to take some work, right? It's going to take some work. So I'm trying to tell you, like having those things in the back of your head, it's going to cause you to not show up. It's going to cause you to look at everybody else's live or everybody else's stuff. Like, and look in the comments and be like, that could be my client. Or I could be doing this. Or I could be doing that. Right? It's going to keep you playing short and playing small. So at the end of the day, start with your if you have to go live by yourself, go live to yourself, right? Guys, I've been testing this new software thing. Deborah, I love you. Deborah, I need to hire you, girl. I've been testing this new software thing for the past 2 hours. Now, it ain't quite where I wanted to be, but at least it was working, right? But I had went live. I got a couple of videos on my YouTube right now where I went live like 3-4 times by myself because I was testing audio and testing, I was testing stuff. But that's a good way for you guys to see how you look on live. If you're really that worried about it, go to live to yourself, right? But the main thing, number one, is write a compelling title, write something that's going to pique their interest, right? You guys, a lot of you guys that have these services and don't have products, a lot of y'all don't know how to create lingo or language around the actual solution. And you so focused on what you do. I'm not jumping on your live because you bake an amazing cake. Like, what I'm gonna get out of that? Unless you're teaching me, or unless you're, going to impress my client. It has to be something that it's going to make me like, oh wow, I gotta see what that's about. I gotta see what that's about, right? Number 2 is you want to make sure your topic, guys. This is depending on what platform you on. This happens so much, guys. It's the clickbait. You want to make sure that your topic is related to your offering, right? Prime example, if you say, hey, I'm going to teach you how to bake a cake in 10 minutes, don't get on that talking about shoes. I'm just trying to tell you. And guys, I used to do this. I'm not going to lie. So I would have all the intentions, and I would still probably deliver my points, but I would get so sidetracked, right? And then before you know it, I'm talking about, who knows? I guess because I'll get asked the question and then it'll lead into a story. And I really had to get trained on how to keep my broadcast streamlined to what it's supposed to be about. Because then people ain't sign up for that. They ain't sign up to hear you hiking in California. Like, what are you talking about? Unless you're making the story relatable to the topic at hand, right? So you definitely, number 2, Deborah, thank you. Is definitely to make sure your topic is related to your offer, whatever it is you're offering. Like right now, I'm talking about, I have a training solely on list building, right? To teach you how to build a list, how to create the system, how to implement the system, how to set up your welcome email sequence, all that, right? So quite naturally, this live is going to be connected to that. That's all I'm gonna talk about. I might go off a little bit. That's only because y'all like it, though. That's only because y'all like it. Number 3, guys. Number 3. A lot of times we do not understand the benefits of just so many different tools and that our business pages offer, right? Like, I never really went live from my business Facebook pages, and I got quite a few. I may got like 4 business pages, right? I would normally go live from either my regular page or like go on my group, because that was where the most people were, right? Wrong. So I think I've been probably doing this, I don't know, probably about 2 years now, something like that. But now I will go live. Even if I go live here on YouTube, I'm still going live from my business pages. For one, I need those analytics because it's going to give me a lot of information, right? So go live from your business page. And if you want to, you can stream it, you can share it other places, right? Like right now, tonight, I'm on YouTube. I am on both my business pages, Precious Stevens and the Posh Academy. And I believe I'm on my personal page, because my group always comes over here on YouTube. So really nowhere else that I want it to go, right? So the point is, utilize your business Facebook pages, because at the end of the day, that's going to give you so much information. That's going to, and now, guys, what I've been noticing over the past 2 weeks, I've been paying a lot of attention to like the group analytics, the business page. They got even more robust tools, guys. I'm trying to tell you. Utilize your business Facebook page. If you don't know the outs and the ends, you ain't got to know everything, but at least you'll know how many people watched it, when they fell off, where they from, you'll know so much. And later down the line, when you get into ads or whatever, you can target the people that like your stuff. Like, that is how you come up with successful campaigns. You got to talk to the people that want to hear what you're talking about, or they want to buy the thing you have. I don't want to go live and just be entertaining people. Look, I'm not an entertainer. I'm a business owner. Meaning my business don't thrive unless I'm selling. So if I can intertwine both, I'm good. But the purpose, I'm a business owner first, right? Trying to tell you, thank you, Tamika. I'm a business owner first, and I'm everything that, you know, I'm anything I have going on is always going to be optimized to support the business, to support the thing that helps, that supports me. So at the end of the day, you have to realize you are a business. Those business pages, those elements, they are in place for a reason. And the more you use them, the better. One, you'll build your confidence so fast. When you see people jumping on your live, interacting with your live, giving you some hearts. I mean, I that's just common. That's just common. This is commonly how you're gonna feel, because you see people are interested in your stuff, right? But you got to build up to that, and it's gonna take some testing. You may jump on and talk about one thing and find out nobody want to hear about that. I had a couple of lives. Somebody's like, I don't want to hear about that. Bring on the backdrops. I'm like, look, let me tell you something. I'm trying to tell you. So it's a good way to test, like find out what people responding to. It's hard to do that on your regular page, right? Your regular, you can't really tell. And you surely can't tell by the metrics of somebody liking it or somebody sharing it, because people don't do that, right? But they sure can't go, that view is going to be counted for. When they sit down, they watching, and they ain't liking, they ain't sharing, they ain't doing none of the things, but they watching. You'll know. You'll know. You will know. Number 3, guys. No, that was number 3. Broadcast from your business page, right? Number 4, guys. Mention whatever it is you have to offer. I hope a lot of you guys may not have freebies, because I've learned last month, I was talking about in training on freebies, that a lot of people in this industry don't have it. But whatever you have, whether it's getting on your calendar, mention it a couple times while you're broadcasting, right? Some people wait to the end. I ain't waiting to the end. Reason being, because somebody may not last until the end of your broadcast. I had 2 people just had to get off because they had to go to work. I had another young lady told me she had to go because she has an emergency situation going on, but she still showed up, right? So I'm going to drop whatever I need to drop periodically throughout my broadcast, because I never know when somebody going to catch it. And I'm not going to wait all the way to the end, because a lot of times, guys, let's face it, in my squeaky voice, sometimes some people been jumped off real early, like, all right, I can't take it no more. And some of you guys, y'all husbands, be like, look, cut her off. I heard the story, so I already know. I try to tell you. But guys, you got to mention your offer several times throughout your live, right? I got on here. I said exactly what I'm going to be talking about, right? I got on here. I also mentioned how I'm training other people and helping them with this. I got on here. I also talked about the same program, how I'm training as far as the email list. Like if that resonate with whomever, 9 times out of 10, they're going to stay to the end, or they're going to slide in my DMs, right? So you want to mention it several times. Don't think, I mean, it may work for some people, but if it's not like a master class, you normally hold stuff like that for a master class. You'll hold it to the end, right? Or like a show enough webinar, you'll hold it to the end. But if you're just going live, if y'all know how I am, I'm going to say 9 times 10 as soon as I get on. That way, that determines if you want to stay or not. Because this is what I'm going to talk about, and this is what I'm informing the people about, right? Because I don't need a lot of people in my life that's not interested in what I got. Like, I'm not here to entertain you. That's not the sole purpose of me going live, right? Because if I'm here to educate, I'm here to promote, or it could be entertained, but that's not the primary reason, right? It's just different reasons. So definitely you want to mention whatever it is you have to offer. You always want to tell them, book a call with you, right? A lot of you guys that's on this live, y'all probably have consultations. Some of you guys do have freebies because I helped you with the freebie. And if that's the case, you want to drop it. I told y'all at the very beginning, if you need anything that I have to offer, hit that link. It's pinned to the top. Hit that one link. It'll tell you at least 10 things I got. Grab whatever you need, right? I'm going to sprinkle it out throughout my broadcast because everybody is not going to stay to the end. So number 4 is you definitely want to mention your offer several times throughout your broadcast. Then number 5, guys, I even do this now in my videos, and I never really did it before. I just kind of hit the live button. And I have seen a big change of like just an influx of new people coming in is now in my description. Well, if it's a description, I don't care where it's at. In the description, I always have a call to action. Well, if I want them to sign up, click this button to get a ticket, click this button to download, click, 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 click. I'm always going to tell them what I need them to do, because let's just face it, some people need to be told what to do. Otherwise, they're going to be in your DMs. Where's this? Where's that? So it's like, definitely place in your description. If you're going live, place it anywhere where it's going to be visible to where someone's looking at the content, right? The content you're delivering. And if they want to go ahead and take the next step, you're cutting out the go have to find you situation, because nobody like that. I know that's one of my pet peeves. If you are in business and you're going live, I should be able to click one button. That should be one touch point. I shouldn't have to go hit the bio and then hit this and then sign up and then confirm. I'm like, I'm not interested. I don't even want it no more. Like, not mine. I'm good. Like, I'm good. I'm trying to tell you. Hey, Isis, I saw you this morning. Well, I didn't see you, but I saw your post this morning. Thank you, Deborah. So number 5, guys, that is number 5. Thank you. Wait a minute, Deborah, I think you missed something. No, you got them, but you got number 2 twice. Wait a minute. Hold on, Deb. Hold on. Compelling title. Topic is relatable. Your Facebook page. Mention your offering. That's the one. Okay, so you put mention your offering there. So then number 5 is in the description. Place your URL. In your description, always place your call to action, right? Always, always, always. A lot of people, especially me, sometimes if I'm going randomly live, I do a lot of that in the daytime, because that's when that's when my energy is on 10,000. So I'll just be compelled to do whatever it is I do. So I always leave a call to action in the actual description, because my guys that get off work late, or, they catch the replay late, they are always able to, if they want to access the thing I was talking about, they can, without having to wait for me to kind of get back to them or sending me this and sending me that, right? So definitely put in your description notes your URL, your call to action, whatever you want them to do. You want them to book with you, you want them to schedule a consult, you want them to download your freebie, whatever it is, you want them to go check out your Instagram, whatever it is, tell them right there, right? But my goal is always going to be to get them on my email list. No matter what I'm telling them to do, it's going to point them to get on my list. That way, from there, I can determine how they got on, and now I know how to, how to engage this nurturing process, right? And now we've even gone a step further with the draping classes. Now I classify people as beginner, intermediate, or advanced. Because if I have people on my list that's advanced, I don't want to talk to them about a beginner backdrop kit, right? That don't make sense, right? So it's like taking it a step further, but the whole key is just at least getting started and having a list initially, building up a list. The last one, guys, is always going to be, like I'm going to do, y'all, encourage your people, encourage your following, encourage people that watch you, encourage them to like, share, watch, replay, all the things. Sometimes people can be involved heavily into what the content is. They're not thinking about liking. It's just not even crossing their mind, because they're engaged with your content. But guys, I would really appreciate it if you like, share, give a heart, something to this video if you got any value out of what I said tonight. Yes, that was me. What was that, Isis? It don't matter, Deborah. I just appreciate your help, period. I appreciate your help. Any questions? I'm going to cover a couple tips for Instagram, guys, but any questions thus far? Who over here? Thank you, Sandra. Or Sandra. I hate reading names, I swear. Thank y'all for the hearts over here. Y'all getting better. Normally, Deborah over here, like, fussing y'all out. Come on now, we got 25 people and 10. Thank you, Dad. Okay, so wait a minute. Which one is this one? This is, okay, so this is Facebook. Oh, this is Facebook and this is YouTube. Okay. So, Deborah, you are on YouTube. Okay. So any questions, guys? All right, so I'm going to run right into some IG tips. Now, these are going to be super basic. I'm not going to lie to y'all. I'm not going to sit here and tell you guys, oh, right on Facebook this morning. I'm not going to tell you guys that I am an Instagram ninja, because I'm not. But when I am on Instagram and when I am consistent, and it don't matter what page I'm on. I think on Instagram I got like 5 pages. Every last one of them do well. So I always, anytime if I know I'm gonna be active on Instagram, I always do the same exact strategy, same exact one, no matter what pages it is, and it seems to do well when I'm consistent. So point is with Instagram is great. I think it just depends on what you do, right? Because Instagram for me, since I'm such a link orientated business, like I'm always going to give a call to action or something very specific to what I want people to do. And Instagram drive me nuts because unless you're putting a link like in the bio or in your profile, you can't put links nowhere else. So that I'm gonna be honest, that's the one thing I'm not too crazy about with Instagram, right? Because I'm a link driven queen. Like everything for me is always going to have a link. Even if it is not necessarily all about selling, but even if I'm providing value, I could be sending someone to a blog. Hey, go check out this blog about what's trending. Point is, that's a link associated. It's like I want to send you somewhere. I am not the one that just throw up a post and hope people like it, right? I always want people to take action. That's just how I am. So for me, Instagram got me a little nuts, but I'm getting better, and that has always been my story. But Instagram is a very, 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 very lucrative, great platform. It is, especially for what a lot of that you guys do. You guys is doing these amazing visual, like you said, the balloons. Oh my God, like the cakes, the designs, the tablescapes, the centerpieces, the backdrops. Like that is Instagram is the perfect platform because it's a very visual thing, right? You're able to display your level of expertise. You're able to display your work. People are able to determine if they like it or if they don't. And it's like a real instant kind of gratification, right? So Instagram is good. So if you're on Instagram, you're active, it's a really good place to be. Really good place to be. But it's just, the chances, I don't know, for me, like I got to be super, super diligent, or even my assistant, or even if I have a social media manager, like it has to be a daily thing in order for our Instagram to do great. Whereas though it's not like that in my emails. Like in my email, sometimes I ain't got to send an email for 2 weeks, but if I send another one, bam, like I'm just trying to tell you, for me, email is the way to go. With these other social platforms, it just takes too much consistency, and then the algorithm is in control and all this good stuff. But a couple things you definitely want to make sure you do on Instagram is going to always help with whatever your goals and your efforts are, right? You definitely want to promote your service, your product, whatever it is. You want to promote it often and use the phrase link in profile, right? There's no sense in putting your links in the description because nobody can click them. And these days, nobody got time to sit there and copy and try and paste. It's just, they're not going to do that. So definitely you want to use the phrase link in profile and put the link in your actual profile. The main thing with that is a lot of us put links in profiles and then we don't update them. Me too. I ain't gonna lie. That's why I had to make sure my link I dropped tonight, everything was updated, right? Everything was updated. So I checked it. I tested it out. I did. But, we'll put a link up there. I think it was yesterday. I had a young lady come to me and I can't remember exactly what it was about, but we kind of networked in some kind of way. It was in terms of speaking. And it was something that they were doing or needed. I can't really remember. But I know I went to hit that link. Baby, and it pulled up a 404 page, and if for you guys that like 404 was that, it's an error page, and I just was like, because I'm up until that point, I was almost sold, and I'm like, that was a clear red flag for me, and that's all it took, right? That's really was all it took. So make sure your links work if you put your link in your profile, right? But what you're doing is you're directing the people to exactly where you want them to go. And if you have several offers for somebody like me, I think on my link, my link, I think it's like, I don't know, 8 different things that they could possibly link on, right? You just want to, like I said, test them, make sure they work. But you want to use something like, right now I'm using Shorby, the link tree thing. I was using Linktree and I really like Linktree, but something was happening with Linktree and Instagram. It would not allow me to use it. So I had to create a whole new one, and I'm using Shorby. But they are like, you could do link in bio for you guys that have different things that you want to offer, you want people to opt into. Definitely use that in the LinkedIn profile, right? Second thing, wait a minute. Yeah, Isis, so that's what we do. So we definitely, we only post to one platform and it posts to both platforms. But in terms of telling the people what you want them to do, it is different, because we can post something in Facebook and have a link and Facebook will do it. However, when you go to promote it on IG, it's not. So it still take a little bit of, you still got to take a little bit of time and optimize your captions for each channel, because they're not identical. They're not identical. But they have a lot of similarities, though. They have a lot. Second thing you want to do, guys, y'all want to use your Instagram stories. You want to use your Instagram stories to direct people to do exactly what you want them to do. And I use Instagram stories more than I use Facebook stories. So let me give you an example. If I want somebody to do something, like sign up for something or get a ticket, I'll use Instagram stories. The reason being is because on Instagram, they allow you to put a link. Facebook don't. Right? Facebook do not have the where you can hit a button from the story and go to wherever you need them to go. So it just really, it's unfortunate because these different platforms have different capabilities, but I always use Instagram stories to direct people to sign up for something, buy a ticket, get more information, get on my email list, stay in the know, or I'll utilize it for polls, right? Even though I never use Facebook for polls, so I don't know. But even though they have them, that's a good way. I was talking to a young lady the other day. Can't quite remember that one. But I know we was talking about polls, and she was having difficulty getting information, like learning her audience. And I'm like, create a poll, right? Create a poll. That's why they're there, and they're really, really helpful. So definitely stories. The one thing I love about Instagram stories, guys, is they definitely stay on your feed for 24 hours, right, before they disappear. But guess what? If you don't want it to disappear, you save it to your highlights. So now, most of my stories, I'm real strategic on the story that I post. I am going to save it to my highlights so that it never disappears. Because let's just face it, 24 hours, sometimes people don't see it. And then that's a really good story. So you can either post it later, but it's like, nah, I always put mine to my highlights. That way I ain't got to worry about it deleting. And if I want to, re-engage it, I just can. So definitely, if you guys are not utilizing your IG stories, if you have a call to action, that is definitely the way to go. Guys, and I'm going to go off the tangent a little bit because I discovered something today. Well, I didn't discover it. But guys, we were like playing around with right now we're testing everything. So we were playing around with our YouTube. Guys, did y'all know? Y'all tell me a one. No, tell me a one. Tell me a yes in the comments if you knew. Tell me a no in the comments if you didn't know. Did y'all know that YouTube now allows you to create a snippet from your previous videos to post on like stories, reels? Did y'all know that? Let me see who knew that. Deborah over there. Oh, wait a minute. I think you putting Kimberly, I didn't know that either. I saw that. I was like, oh, I'm in the game. Do y'all know how many videos I have on YouTube? But for one, it's so much. I've just been a content creating monster and unable to actually share them or make them public. And now that we can actually create, guys, the video is already in YouTube. You hear me? In YouTube, you can create a snippet up to 60 seconds or something like that to share everywhere else to point back to the video. I'm trying to tell y'all, if y'all not on YouTube, y'all need to be. I'm trying to tell you. And who better to teach you about YouTube and generating money from YouTube than the queen herself? She got 2 channels. I'm trying to tell you. Yeah, so all right, let me keep on moving. But I had to drop that because I just found that one out. And the other one that I found out today was, what did I do? I took a YouTube video. Every time I post a new YouTube video, it'll post to Facebook, something like that. I mean, I think I've been doing that with other platforms, but now a lot of the YouTube and TikTok is allowing you to do this. They didn't do that before. You know, everybody wants you to naturally post from their own platform. But guys, we've been testing it, and it's been working great for us for the past 2 days. So I like it. So y'all gonna see a lot more of my snippets. I just need y'all to interact with them, right? I'm telling you to call to action now. I need you to like it, possibly share it if you feel like it'll help somebody, and then save it because you might need to go back to it later. Okay. So the second thing was Instagram stories. Get people to sign up directly from the Instagram stories by putting the link in there, right? Your call to action. Next one is you want to create visually appealing graphics. And I know normally in the beginning, a lot of people say, don't think that this whole branding thing is about graphics, because realistically it's not. Branding is not about graphics. It's not. However, when you get into marketing, baby, your graphics really paints a picture. It really does. And it tells a lot about your brand. It tells a lot about your expertise level. And it tells a lot about how serious are you taking your business, right? I had some, not even with the freebies we just did, but it was some, like, we did some social media templates, right? And normally I always provide templates and have people create them however you want, right? As you see fit to your business. And then I would take, you know, I had a little exercise, and you take their name off and put up one and then put up another one and say which brand looks like it's more expensive, right? And that's a really real thing. It's a really real thing. When you have majority of the people in the room saying, hey, it's graphic A, 9 times out of 10, graphic A not only has the aesthetics are on point, it just has that presence that, oh, that's a premium brand, right? That makes a big difference in your price points. When a lot of people get the complaining about pricing and nobody's paying this and nobody's paying that, it's not that they won't, it's that they don't see you worthy of that price. So a lot of times when people talk about this thing about, you know, the bargain basement Betties, I get it because it's a very real thing. But guys, I am the same person. I offer pretty much the same thing. But just so a few years ago, it was a $300 class, which transferred into a $1,800 class. And that didn't happen with the flip of a switch. I had to keep investing in my business. I had to keep investing in a thing to when you approach it, you know that this is a very professional business, right? I didn't know how to do that on day one. Oh, I did it. I did the best I could with what I had, right? The tools I had, and which is why it was priced what it was, because that was all I had. But as you get into, you have to be open to investing in your business. Invest in the thing you don't know. You don't know how to do no graphics. Don't try to sit there and figure it out. You got to run a whole business. Pay somebody on Fiverr, $5, $10, $20, whatever it is, until you can get to the point where you're paying a $1,500, $5,000 marketing strategist or branding strategist to really shape your brand, right? That is what it's going to take. But I'm trying to tell you, perception is everything. It's not that people are down, lowballing your offers. It's not that. It's like how valuable they see your brand is what they think of you, right? So that's a lot. Yeah, but Kim, how did my skills improve over time? My skills improved over time because I kept practicing. I'm still in the lab now. I got a backdrop in my studio now, practicing, right? I got these 3 classes coming up. How am I going to make them different, right? I can't go into 2023 doing what I did in 2022 or 20. I can't do it. And it has really nothing to do with increasing the price, but it has everything to do with providing more value. I have taught so many people over 4 years that you know, some of them got it, some of them didn't. And it's like, okay, well, this time I got something different from you, right? I got something different for you, right? So it's like, I have to still stay on top of my game, right? I still got to invest in my business to get me to that next level, because I don't know how to do it. If I did, I'd be there. I'll be there. Latasha said, I'm back. I'm trying to tell you. So, okay. We went through 1, 2, 3. 3 was visually appealing graphics. 4 is hashtags, guys. Hashtags are important. Now, if y'all like me, hashtags get on my nerves, because it's just, I don't know. Even sometimes I got the shortcuts in my phone, and you know, it's just, I don't know. Hashtags, 1 minute, the algorithm is supporting this, like keep them the same. You're branding your business. Then it's next, like switch them up. It's like, it's just so much work, guys. I mean, social media is great, but it's a lot of work when it comes to social media. So utilize it to the best of your ability. You definitely want to use hashtags anytime you're posting, right? Now, you ain't got to go crazy and use the whole 30, but you definitely want to use your top 3 at any given moment. Use your top 3 hashtags. And if you like, if you like, you know, like you don't know which hashtags to use, utilize a tool like I'm gonna see if I can write this down. Hashtagify. That was something I used to use a lot in the beginning, because I didn't know what to use. And I would look at other people's hashtags, right? And that wasn't for me. It really wasn't. So I had to go and, I got into a very niche specific industry when I came in. It wasn't a lot of copying or mimicking. You couldn't, because it wasn't happening to that degree, right? So it's like a lot of things I actually had to create. We didn't have no draping hashtags back then, right? When you see draping or you hashtag something about it, it bring up freaking clothes, because that's draping too, and that was predominantly more popular on social media. When you draping the soirees and all that, wasn't no real backdrops popping up like that. So it was hard. So I really started leaning on tools like Hashtagify. And I can't remember the one I used to use back then. But if you don't know which hashtag to use tools like that. But definitely utilize your hashtags in your posts. Utilize your hashtags in your reels, because they make a big difference. If I post a reel with no hashtag, it gets real minimal views, right? And it could be a very similar kind of reel. But if I do something with a hashtag, it'll just go to a totally different, a much wider audience, right? Much wider audience. And then 9 times out of 10, it get picked up by the like the song I'm using or something like that, and it just generate a lot more views. So say it again, Tasha. It's ever changing. That's why I ain't too crazy about it. That's why I cannot base the success of my business on social media. I'm not saying that you can't. I'm just saying she not, because that ain't how I gain success. Even though I'm generating interest on social media, but I have a strategy in place to get them off of social media so I can talk to them somewhere else. So definitely, social media is a great tool, a great place to get more eyeballs on your brand. But it's up to you as the business owner to get them to where you want them to go, so that you're in control of the communication. I can't leave Mark and his boys in control of when I talk to y'all, because they drive me nuts. Deborah say, wait a minute, Deborah, are you over there taking a nap? Wait a minute. Keisha, you a hashtag every post. That's what I'm talking about. So Deborah, 1 and 2 was promote your opt-in regularly. Like, promote your opt-in as much as you can, right? Put the link in your profile. Number 2 was use Instagram stories to direct people to where you want them to go. Oh, you working. I hear that. I love it. She work hard for the money. So 2 was you want to use your Instagram stories to direct people to sign up for wherever you want them to go. And then number 6, guys, the last do is you want to spend time, guys, connecting with new people every day. I know it may sound like a lot, but it's really not. It's really not. Now, one thing I've been doing, I've been home now. I don't even know. Oh, yes, I do. I've been home a little over a month. September the 1st is when I officially moved back home. So I've been home, and I'm maybe not the first week, maybe like a week after I've been home. But I made it a part of my everyday strategy to connect with someone new or people new. I do this thing for like 10, 15 minutes every day, right? To connect with a new audience, to introduce my brand to these guys. Now, I could be doing it through, I got different ways I do it depending on the day, but I could be going through DMs. I could be going to a networking event. Today, I went to 3 networking events, y'all. All of them were virtual. And the one I went to in midday, bomb.com. That's all I can say. Bomb.com. But every day I'm making it a part of, because if I know next year, the only thing that was stopping me from getting to my level of success was I already have stuff people want, right? I just wasn't in front of enough people. So if that's the one thing, I need to get in front of more people. So that is my one thing where I'm contributing to my goal every day. I'm connecting with new people, right? And you don't want to just connect with random people. Like that defeats the purpose. You want to connect with people that's more than likely going to buy from you, right? Or they don't even necessarily got to buy from you, but they can support you in one way or another. Like today, I went to 3. The one in the middle, networking event. Now, none of them probably going to buy from me, right? But collaboratively, like being able to network in a way where we can support each other, that's very valuable to what I have going on right now. Very valuable to what I have going on right now. Another thing, like I had made a post earlier, you guys, and this was right when I got out of that networking event. I was in one of the sections, it was like a manifesting thing, right? And we had a task of what our 30-day goal was. Now, I don't know why y'all don't think I do the same thing that I teach y'all. We always set goals. I got my whole goal planning training in December. It's the same stuff I do. So we had this exercise. What is one goal that we have in the next 30 days? I said what my goal was, and from that goal, we were given actionable steps. Now, one of the steps was to just begin the manifesting process, right? To just thank God for whatever it was that you want to thank him for, and then to say what else is possible, because now you're opening up to the universe, to let the universe know you're ready to receive, right? So that I had made a post earlier to that earlier today. And I think some people thought it was like, I don't know what they thought. I didn't really care. But my whole thing was putting it out there. So not only did we say it, I had to say it. Verbal. Once it become verbal, y'all know it's a real thing, right? I said it, then I went even a step further and put it on my profile, because I do like when Facebook like give you this what happened a year ago. So I like stuff like that because it helped me benchmark, like just, I don't know, it helped me benchmark. But that was my exercise for the day, right? Then another thing I had to do 3 times a day, I had to thank myself for something, right? And the first thing I thanked myself for in that group was, I said, thank you, Precious, for making your bed. Those of you that know me, know if I make my bed, if I get up and make my bed, it's going to be a heck of a day. That is the first indicator that I'm going to have a heck of a day. But if I get up and I'm like ripping and running, I don't make my bed, 9 times out of 10, I don't know how mentally that is attached to how my day plays out. But if I get up and I take those moments to myself and I just think about my day and I make my bed, I fluff my pillows, and baby, she gonna have an amazing day, right? I'm trying to tell you. Natalie, baby, you are so welcome. I'm trying to tell you. I don't know what that thank you for, but thank you. So guys, I'm trying to tell you, that was my exercise for the day, right? And we on this 30-day accountability thing. So I know what my 30-day goal is, and for me to just say thank you every day for something, and then say what else is possible, it's just, I'm opening up and I'm talking to the universe. And y'all know that if you are familiar with how the universe works, now it's able to work its magic, because it's like, okay, she ready. I'm ready, baby. I am so ready. So I don't know what's going to happen within the next 30 days, but I'm excited. Then I got to thank myself 3 times a day for something. It could be something small. It could be anything. Another thing I thank myself for, Precious, I thank you for drinking 3 of these cups of water. Trying to tell you, y'all know my water journey. You guys that do know, That is major, right? I drank 3. I'm gonna probably knock 2 more out before I go to bed. So I want you guys to take that, and I want you guys to do that and run with it. And I want you guys to pay attention. Oh, and that was the third thing we had to do. Pay attention to even the smallest indications that the universe is working its magic. It could be an old email come. It could be somebody jump in your DMs that's really relative to you getting to this goal. So I'm gonna leave y'all with that little exercise. That's a bonus. That's a bonus. That's a bonus. Wait a minute. I used to say, what'd you say? I just post a lot of hashtags, copy and paste to my notes. So I do that too. So not only to my I don't use them to my notes. I used to. Now I use and I've been on this for a couple years now. I use keyword replacement, I think text replacement or something like that. And I use that for a lot of my stuff because I get so many requests throughout the day. Even my assistant used the same thing because like sometimes y'all be asking stuff and she was like, I don't know this answer. So we had to like put some pre-filled answers in there. And in my phone, I'll use text replacement because I can use all my Mac products to use the same words. That way she ain't got to look for answers or anything like that. And it works extremely well. I'm trying to tell you, Kim, I'm excited. So today was day 1 about this whole manifestation goal and this whole that's y'all think I was playing from October to December. I ain't doing a lot of working. I am not. I am doing a lot of just back end stuff, like just straightening up some things, coming up with my new ideas, launching programs or things that's happening in 2023. That's it. I'm not being driven crazy. The fourth quarter, I ain't gonna be able to do it. So that's it. But the 2 things that you don't want to do, guys, and these are the last 2. The 2 things you don't want to do on Instagram. One is you don't want to think that promoting, when I said earlier, I said promote regularly, right? Promote regularly. Yeah, do that. But that don't mean like all of your posts should be, grab this, buy this, come on here, book this, book. No, like you still want to give equally valuable information, right? I give a lot of information in various ways. Like I said, I could be sharing blogs. I could be sharing tips. I could be asking questions, right? Today I asked a question in my group and I didn't give any value. I just asked the question and it allowed the group to converse amongst each other. So I had the new guys, and I had the old, people that been in the industry drop a tip as it related to premium draping, right? Then I had the new guys. I'm like, y'all just take heed. And that was a really engaging post. But it's like, you don't always have to be the resource with all the answers. Like, there's so many different resources around you. I recently started sharing a blog from like different wedding catalogs because why? I know my audience would benefit from that, right? I'm not going to sit here and write about that stuff because it's not what I do, but I know it's very helpful for them. So it's so many different ways that you guys can provide value. So the main thing you don't want to do is don't over promote and only focus on selling, right? Like sell. Oh, that's tacky. I'm trying to tell you. I know we're business owners and the purpose is to sell, but if that's your sole purpose, then you ain't gonna go far. I'm trying to tell you, you ain't gonna go far. Second thing is, don't promote, guys. I learned this the hard way, y'all. You do not want to go promoting your stuff without testing your links. Baby, even when I knew better, I ain't do better. I like that. Even when I knew better, I didn't do better. I swear, I would get emails. So the link don't work. I'm like, huh? But it's important, guys. It's important to test your links. Why? Because there's nothing worse than somebody being interested in your thing. Like, let's just say and I've been seeing so many ads, guys, with people in the wedding industry, like really promoting their stuff. And they don't have no fully, like, super professional edited, like, video. It's like something they took out their phone, right? But it looked good enough. It looked good. But it looked real. It looked like a real event. But it's nothing worse than having somebody interested in your thing and they can't get it. That is like the worst feeling ever. And I think it was like a challenge or something I had joined the other day. And it was a challenge I had joined the other day. And guys, I joined it. I got the email. And, you know, you had to like do the challenge in a group. Why I couldn't get in the group? Because none of the links worked. And we was already on like day 3 of the challenge. I ain't want in at that point. I was no longer interested at that point. I'm trying to tell you. So, wait a minute, let me see. Okay, Latasha, do you feel that showing your face doing videos or pics help your business, or does it matter? Baby! Now, this is my opinion. This is my opinion, because some people really have successful businesses where it's just their logo, right? So I really think it depends. Because in my opinion, and that's how I started the Posh Academy. Like you never seen my face. You just would see my little homemade symbol, my little homemade circle, right? That was my little homemade logo. And that's the idea that I had. Like I didn't want nobody to see the face behind the brand. Then I knew I was loud and extra. I was like, nah, let's let them focus on the business and the products or the services or whatever. But baby, people don't buy from logos. I'm just trying to tell you, in my experience, people buy from people, right? People buy from, they buy with emotion. I look at logos all the time and I may say, oh, that's pretty, but I'm not like, ooh, oh yeah, I need that. And that's just my opinion. Like when I really came out and really just focused more on putting the face to my brand and then really taking my brand recognition times 10, like, yeah, you're not going to hear the Posh Academy unless you know this little old loud black girl from the projects is behind that brand. Until I developed that mindset, it's like I was stuck in this, I can't explain it. I just was stuck running rampant, right? It was really nobody relatable to my business. Nobody really felt like, oh my God, like how I get today. People is like, oh my God, yeah, you're speaking to me. I need you. I love your personality. I gotta have you do this. I gotta learn from you. Nobody running around learning from this shirt. They ain't. That's just my opinion, right? So when you really attach the brand and you allow people to see, like, you know, who's the brains behind this, and then it's just about you're selling your personality, right? Logos are logos, but what makes your business different from whoever else is doing what they do is you. Y'all both probably, I don't know what you do, so I'm just giving you an example. Y'all both probably do immaculate events, right? Y'all both probably can do a 500 person event in 2 hours, right? But you quite naturally probably could do a lot different than her. I know in my class, I know how to pair education with simplicity and a good dang on time. That's all I'm saying, right? So it's about the experience. When I started focusing on the experience and that I am the one to deliver the experience and not my logo, things just totally changed for me. But it took me, I'm not gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie. It took me some work to get comfortable, doing that. Guys, I'm not even gonna lie to you. I'm gonna be very transparent right now. I went and a lot of you guys saw the videos. I am 2 months out from having my dental work done and I still can't talk. Do y'all know y'all would not have saw me? Y'all be like, we're Precious. I'm like, I'm on vacation. I would have not gone live, taken no photos. I would not have done none of that. I'm trying to tell you. But, I mean, it's just like, nah, I don't care. So it's really about, a lot of people feel more comfortable behind the brand because they don't want whatever may come with it, right? Sometimes it's stigma, sometimes they're shy, sometimes they're introverts, all the things, and I totally get it. But I ain't gonna be able to do that no more. Yes, Keisha. So I'm just trying to tell you. What's this? This is YouTube. I can't put those comments up. They should be coming up. Maybe they did come up. I'm trying to get used to this new profile, this new OBS thing, y'all. So yeah, Keisha, your question. Keisha asks, she been told to show her face too. Is it true? I mean, I don't think it's a thing of true or false. I think I can only speak on what has worked for me and what I hear a lot in, in the business industry. It's just like, people buy from people. People perception is like, yeah, they can see your logo and have an idea of, perceived value based on the elements of your logo, but the core stuff that makes a person actually, I know I can make a person buy. You sit in my seat, you on the phone with me, and I'm sure and I'm clear on what your issue is. You're going to buy because I already know how to deliver it, and you're not going to buy because hey, that's Precious Stevens of the Porsche Academy. You're going to buy because I'm talking to your soul. I'm speaking to your soul, and I'm relaying to you the solution that I got. My logo ain't gonna be able to do that, baby. You ain't gonna be able to do that. So I don't know. I hope that answers your question. But in my experience, I was able to 30x my my revenue, my audience, even our relationships, just by coming from behind that facade, or not being scared to show up and only putting my logo on display or whatever, right? So yeah, I hope that answers your question. But yeah, so they the two things to not do, guys, is definitely promote your opt-in. You don't want to promote your opt-in without testing your links or your consultation. I remember even when I changed over my Acuity, like people was trying to book with me, and so many people kept sending me messages like, we got an appointment, and I'm like, no, we don't. But that's because they were using an old link that no longer worked, right? And I wasn't getting it. But look at how something as a broke link could have it did. It prohibited me from having all those consultations that could have converted over to clients and equated to dollars. But so broken links are definitely, you want to test them, right? So that is all I have for you guys tonight. Who on here does not have an email list and know they need one? Or now got a little clearer understanding of why you need one? Because a lot of you guys earlier in the group, oh, my phone died. Oh, that sucks. A lot of you guys earlier, though, in the group was saying, pretty much you need one, right? But now, like, you're getting a better understanding of why you understand you need one. I get it. Most of you are on social media, or most of us are on social media because we have very visual things that we're selling. But like how just the retention piece, like I told you guys earlier, the retention piece is important, right? Like it's cool to get your products and your services out there to the world, tell them what you're doing and increase your brand awareness, cool. But I mean, when you have an audience that's in your email list that's already willing to, that you can nurture, somebody having a birthday, hey, this is what y'all got going on, right? You find out somebody's pregnant, hey, don't forget about us over here. Remember, we did that event. It was amazing, right? It's those kind of things, right? So it's like, it's important. It's important to do that. I do need an email list. And Kimberly Perkins, do you have a CRM? Because right now my ladies are, I meet with them tomorrow. The CRM that they're going with is MailChimp. I don't have MailChimp, but the one that they're going with is MailChimp, which makes it so much more easy. By show of hands, Natalie Wells, Deborah Randolph. Okay, so I'm gonna tell you guys what I am willing to do, and this wasn't even a part of my initial broadcast. It wasn't. I was gonna tell you guys y'all need to get in the daggone program, but tomorrow I have a training. And I'm actually be in Detroit because I have a speaking engagement on Saturday. So tomorrow I'll be in Detroit, but I'll still be streaming from Detroit. And if you send me, Mary, you got MailChimp too? Okay. So I'm gonna let me put it here. Send me in if you guys send me an email, any email I receive tonight before midnight, will be able to access our training tomorrow for no charge. You'll just be able to come in, ask your questions, but see exactly how these ladies are able to, you know, get their email list going. So maybe you'll get some value out of it. And if you are looking for the actual training to tell you how to do it, then you can make a better informed decision. But I think just giving you some behind the, I'm inviting you on my broadcast tomorrow. So that is the email. I got it up here on, now this one is where? That's Facebook. All right, so let me come over here. And if you catch this on the replay, unfortunately, guys, if it's after midnight, won't be able to join. But yep, email this. I'm going to put it in the comments. Email me for access to tomorrow's training. Tomorrow's training is at 8 p.m. Eastern time. And what you will see, you only use it at free time. So what I'm actually doing is going in, I don't use MailChimp, but I did have it at one time. So I still have my MailChimp account. So what you'll see is me going in my back end of MailChimp and helping them set up their email. No, I don't want your email, Natalie. It's an email address I just dropped in the chat. If you guys email me by midnight tonight, I'll send you to access to tomorrow's training. Tomorrow's training is on Zoom. Me and my ladies meet every other Thursday, but at least this will kind of help you guys a little bit understanding how a funnel actually operates and why you don't need to be, you know, stressing out your DMs trying to look for people on social media, because that's one way to do it, but it's such an easier way, I'm trying to tell you. So that's all I had. Do you guys have any questions before I go? Deborah, I thank you. Deborah, man, you're going to chat good, but you be at work though, because the new thing that I'm about to do, the new, like the way we're going to broadcast, it's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. It's going to be interactive, but we're going to be doing like giveaways. I kind of had it set up tonight, but I couldn't get the thing to work. We're going to be having giveaways and like people that take action while I am live. This is gonna be some super cool stuff going on. Shakiba is look right above. It says Precious Stevens. One say Precious Stevens and one say the Posh Academy. It's in the comments. And it's on the screen. So look right here. No, wait a minute. Right here. Over here on hold on. This is weird. Well, right here. No. Right there. That's the email. All right, guys. So hopefully, Deborah, you work for Deborah. Send me a message, babe. Send me a message. I'm trying to like now though, if you can, or in between your breaks. This is gonna be a late night tonight. I'm finishing up our training for tomorrow because tomorrow I got to catch my flight to Detroit. So guys, if you're in Detroit, guys, I be speaking at the Boss Tour on Saturday. We have 2 people that did not claim me. I had gifted my 5 tickets to my tribe members in my private group. We got 2 people that didn't confirm. So we leave tomorrow. So these 2 tickets are still up for grabs. If you are in Chicago, you do not want to miss the Boss Tour. It will be me along with 4 other dynamic speakers that is going to, well, y'all know my speech is always going to be tapped into your riches, baby. How to make more money doing exactly what you love. And this got nothing to do with no premium draping, okay? So if you are in Chicago and definitely want to join on Saturday, it's a morning event. Also send me a message so I can get you your ticket, because I got 2 left and they're up for grabs. These are not gifted tickets from the event. These are tickets I actually purchased for my audience because I love y'all so much. And I want to see you guys. I know there's a lot of people in Chicago. Hey, Just Me Design. I don't know. Hopefully, if you're in the group, you'll be able to. Oh, you live in Detroit. We were just in Detroit, Natalie. If you're able to get in the group, you can get a direct answer to that much easier in my Facebook group. All you gotta do is look at the very top pinned comment over here on YouTube. That one link will take you to all of my stuff. So where it says join private group, that's where you want to join the private group so you can get over there. That's also where I do all of my polls. We right now giving a giveaway. We're still running the contest. The contest ends Monday, I believe. We're giving away a free basic heavy duty pipe and drape kit, but the basic kit. All you gotta do is get in the group. You gotta get in the group and invite people to the group. The member that invite the most members win the kit. It gets shipped right to them. And I'm going to announce it live November the 1st inside the group. So hopefully, if you're not in the group, you need to get in there. Now's a good chance to get in there. You still got plenty of time to invite people to the group, but as long as they're interested in draping, because that is a draping group, right? That's a draping group. So Just Me Design, send an email. I just wrapped the highlighted comment that say the Posh Academy. Just send me an email. Like I said, the next 2 people that send an email will be sent the ticket details. Okay, guys, thank you for joining me. What's next week? You will see for November, you will see a new schedule for Posh Late Night Biz. We're not ending it. However, it won't be every week because now we're redoing like the membership. And I'm actually going to be doing trainings inside the membership. So if you want access to that, all you got to do is join this channel. Also, those of you that is familiar with the ball garland tutorial that y'all, so many people keep asking me about that tutorial. I am doing that tutorial live. Like I'm going to actually create it, attach it to a backdrop, do the whole thing on November the 1st at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. All you got to do to get access to that, join the membership. Join level 3. You'll get live access to that actual class. And then there's going to be more classes every month. Every month there'll be a live class. So join the membership. I hope to see you guys on the inside. Keisha, you coming? That's my girl right there. That's my girl. That's my girl. Kimberly, you in Chicago? I am trying to tell you guys, next 2 people, I'm ready to shut this down. Next 2 people that send my email, they get the tickets. Bye, guys. I hope to see you in November. Or hopefully I get to see y'all in my group if y'all request. If y'all probably already in there, but thank you, Simone. See, now I got it, girl. I got it now. Bye, guys. All right, is it ending? All right, that one.